Now, I am like many people in League where I will blame luck for a lot of things that happens, but that had me thinking, what exactly is luck based in League of Legends? So I kind of took a look. I probably missed some things, so if I did, as in with a quick reminder, if I did forget some things, then I would appreciate if you leave them in a comment below, or and if you enjoy the video, if you could body slam that like and subscribe button. I would appreciate it a lot, but either way, the title is pretty self-explanatory. This is a video talking about everything that is actually luck-based, and I know this won't stop people like myself from complaining that the enemy got lucky, even in scenarios where they weren't actually like where there wasn't actually luck involved. But this is just kind of food for thought about exactly how much is luck-based in League. So the first one, which is the one that it's a pretty low quality photo, but a lot of with something that a lot of people talk about is LP gains or matchmaking, that type of stuff. Um, it's there is an algorithm to it, so it's not entirely luck based, though it feels like it's luck based. It's kind of like an honorable mention because like it's one of the things that's closest to being luck based. At least it's something that a lot of people think it is. But in terms of like matchmaking, it's it has pretty much everything to do with timing, like what people are playing at what time, and MMR is a little funky, so there's probably a decent part of it that's luck, but it's just an honorable mention in terms of because there are algorithms in place to make it not entirely luck. So then we have dragons. So dragons is a pretty pretty well known luck based thing in League where the spawning of drakes is tied directly to luck, and if you can be really lucky if you get like Cloud Soul if your team is a late game team, so that the enemy doesn't get all drakes early for like an ocean or something like that, or your team can be very unlucky if you roll bad drakes. So this is it's generally um, one of the more well-known luck-based things. These are all these luck-based things are generally pretty well-known, but some of them it took me a little bit to think of. Um, then we have Scuttle Crab. This again pretty simple. It's after the first double spawn of Scuttle Crabs, it'll randomly spawn from one side to another. Um, in terms of top river, bottom river, nothing much more to explain there. Then we have minions. Minion aggro and like minion auto aggro is unlike turret aggro in the sense that it's random. I'm not sure about dragon um or like jungle creep aggro compared to minion aggro, but it feels like when the first minions crash, there is some randomness, some luck based aspect there in how they attack and first strike each other. Then we have crit, which is it's luck to a certain degree because there is like a fail-safe system so that you don't auto a million times without getting a crit. Like I think the more you auto without getting a crit, the higher the chance is for you getting a crit, and at a certain point it'll be guaranteed. But there is still luck-based element with crit, so that is another luck-based thing. Then we have targeting in general. This is referring to abilities like Jin's Q, Brand's ult. I think there are things that like Brand's ult obviously prioritizes champions. Um, it might also prioritize Blaze targets. I don't play a ton of Brand, but there are things that like that with targeted abilities that will prioritize. So like Fiora's Q doesn't always randomly choose. There's a priority that's set out for what target the Q will auto attack will damage. But if you throw a Jin Q in a minion wave, there is some randomness to it, it seems, anyways. Um, and if not, then there probably is. That's in terms of ability targeting, or I'm just wrong and it's just based on closest enemies. I'm not entirely sure myself. But these are the 9 concrete abilities, and they're all passives except for Zoe W. But these are the luck-based passives in League of Legends. So you got Twisted Fate passive, because it randomly decides how much gold he gets on unit kill. Bard's passive has the random spawn locations for the chimes. Um, I always get confused between chimes and meeps sometimes. Then we have the Senna Souls, which is the same thing as like Thresh Souls in terms of which ones are the rate at which they drop from minions. We have Zyra Plant, not only for where they spawn, but also she can spawn one or two. Um, then we have the Zoe W, which decides between 50 item actives and summoner spells and all that to decide what it gives you, and it still ends up giving you redemption every time, or Protobelt. But Protobelt isn't as great for wave clearing anymore, but I digress. Fiora passive for where vitals spawn, Kindred passive for which camps get marked, and Illaoi passive for tentacle spawn locations. I'm assuming it just randomly chooses if you are like at a if you are at a distance between 2 points, or maybe it just picks the closest one and it goes down to like a micropixel or something. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it does seem like there's some luck based for the Illaoi passive in terms of tentacle spawns. Um, so really, that's all the luck-based aspects that I found in League, aside from, whenever I make a play and I coin flip it, that's something that I find a lot of luck in. But well, actually, no, I'm not really looking at it. But either way, that's it's not really something to say out loud. But I yeah, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making it this far, and I hope that you clicked off the video 15 seconds ago. But if you didn't, I appreciate that you're still here, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah, bye.